What's up? We're back. In RPGMaker. I'm having to tantalize the brain at this point, all right? Just a little bit ago, I recorded and uploaded a League of Legends video, which very different for me, very different. Uh got me I was just running it down, just absolutely throwing and no brain activity was sensed during that entire time. But now I have to activate a little bit of brain power because I have to think to make this game. Um, let's see, what did we do last time? We added Eugene. We added the docks. Now, okay. One of the things that saddened me deeply last time was the dark water here. See that? Is impassable. I was planning to use the dark water to signify that this is the way you go. This is you sail into the dark water and you're taken to the next area. However, if that's not going to work, I have an alternative idea and it involves these. Okay, now follow me here. I can make all of these spaces ones. Now the issue is, now I know if I can set an event to happen if you strike one. I think. Uh let's see. Now, if I go back to this, if I hover over it, will it tell me what it is? No. Oh wow, you can get a bunch of them. Okay. Oops. I want to create a conditional branch if button is being pressed. No. Variable. These are okay. We worked on those earlier. If switch one is on timer. Okay, that might not be it. Um. Break loop. Creates a section that runs repeatedly. That could be cool eventually. I'm not too committed to this. I'm not too committed to this idea. So if I can't figure it out too soon, I might just move on. Scene control. Change tiles. Get region ID. Okay, I don't understand that. Change parallax. Don't know what that means. Okay, I think for right now I'm going to just move on. Maybe I will look into that another time. But for now, I think I'll just move on to Ocean 1. Now I'm going to create a second dungeon. Work with me now. What we're going to do is we're going to, because at the top of this thing, I want there to be the fire, right? The fire you need to destroy the monkey, the gorilla. So what I need to do is I need to go new, and I'm going to make it dungeon. I'm going to call this the lighthouse. Okay. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We're going to add an event here. Go to lighthouse. Boom. I believe you're all familiar with the process at this point. We fade out the screen. We fade in the screen. Apply. Okay. Isn't this exciting? A blank page could do anything. Let's go to the map making area. Now I want this to be like a lighter stone than perhaps our previous dungeon. Is our previous dungeon... Oops. What? Okay. Ooh, I got a lot of maps at this point. This is certainly lighter than this. Let's try and get some walls in here. Unless that is the wall. See, that's one of the more difficult things about this whole process is I don't know what's walkable terrain and what's what is considered wall. What is this? Let's see. Maybe this is good. Okay, hold on. Okay, so that's probably wall because it's got shadow. Does the walls in here, it has shadow. So that's probably how we're gonna tell these bits apart, right? That has shadow. Unless they all have shadow. No, they don't all have shadow. Okay, let's do this. It looks a little bright. It's a little overwhelming. Or maybe... Okay, let's do that. And then... Unless this is good? No. Let's do this. Let's find a good wall. Or at least a decent wall. Ooh, I can add. Oh, that's neat. That's floor. That's floor. That's floor. Come on now. Floor. There's got to be a wall around here somewhere. That's a wall. That's a wall. Okay. Oop. Always looks bad until you get the wall in there. Then it might look slightly less bad. Okay. Looks pretty bad. But how do we want to do this? Throw down a wall here. Boom. You've got dungeon. Let's throw down some stairs. Right? Oops. And we're cooking with Crisco. We are cooking. Okay. So, how are we going to make this dungeon interesting is the question. Let's throw down some cracks. What does any good dungeon need? It needs enemies, it needs puzzles, and it needs loot. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start off by making a puzzle. We're going to put a great statue in front of it. In front of the stairs here. Okay. And we're going to say we need to get past this statue somehow. Please don't worry about the fact that I only know one puzzle, which is thing is blocking the way. Need to get thing to stop thing from blocking way. We're going to put... Really, I'm going to be messing around. We're going to put a gem over here. Oh, that looks awful. Okay. We're going to put something over here. Okay. We're going to put a staff. Okay, we're going to call this the staff event. Apply. Okay. So here's a staff. Here's the idea. You need to give the staff to the dragon wakes up and moves. And everything's kosher. Right? Makes sense to me. Alright. So... before I get too far ahead... let me add a couple of the other simple events that we need to do. Transfer player to Ocean 1 right here. Fade in the screen. Okay, and we're just gonna copy that. Paste. Paste. Okay. This will be guarded okay. Here's what we're going to do now. We're going to add some switches here. I'm going to call this green switch. I'm going to give that an image. Interesting. Okay. We're going to add a self switch to this so that I can add the switch on the other side, okay? Boom, boom, boom. I'm going to need to... I have to do this every time, but I need to check how the self-switch thing works. Self-switch, control self-switch A equals on. Okay. So let's go back here. Let's turn that off. Go to this side. Boom. Let me throw it down there. Okay. Now I'm going to add a red switch and a blue switch. Okay. Don't ask me how this is going to work, because I don't really know yet. But I'm gonna do my best to figure it out. Oops. Oh, I could do it. Wall switches. I'm going to stick with what I've got right now. And blue switch. Ah, okay. So boom. Okay, apply. Boom. We've got 3 switches. Now I'm assuming what I'm going to do with these is you're going to switch the switch and something's going to move, right? That makes sense to me. Perhaps what I'll do is I will, hold on. Okay, so we're gonna add, holy, calm down. We're gonna add doors, door 1. Where is the door? How does that look? Oh, that looks beautiful. We're gonna, this is gonna get a self switch as well. Okay. Door 2. Where are regular doors? I went past them. Isn't this silence deafening? I'm giving myself a lot of pieces here and I don't really know what I'm going to do with them. As of yet. However, what am I doing right now? We have hope. And that's all I need so far. Okay. Let's save some changes to the game. I don't really know what I'm testing here, but I wanna get in the game. I wanna see how this looks in real life. Right through the forest. Yep. Ah, the serene boat music. Uh-oh. Okay, wait a second. We're fine. Okay, the doors look fine. Everything's looking okay. Can I walk over this thing? Okay. And I can leave. The boat music is beautiful. Oh, I can't get out of here. Real quick, I'll add that. Go to overworld. Fade out screen. Transfer the player to the overworld right here. And fade in the screen. Okay. Another question there. I am distracting myself, getting sidetracked a little bit. Is should I have Eugene be removed from the party when you leave? It's a good question. Let me go to the lighthouse. Okay. It is kind of weird that you're just kind of... Yeah, maybe if I put, like, water here, right? Then you're not leaving the boat just on land. Kind of weird. Okay. So, let's get started. Oh, undo. Let's get started. So, priority, same as characters, action button. Here's what we're gonna do. Here's the things we know we need to do. Control self switch to on, right? And we need to do control self switch to off if we go the other way. Right? So, if we go over here, we want to control a switch. Let's say we control switch 1 to on. And then here we say, if switch 1 is on, then we control the self switch A to on. Apply that. I wonder if these switches are room dependent. Let me check real quick. Here, check this event. These are variables. Control switch 1 equals on. Okay, so I need to keep track. Oh man, how do I would love to be able to name these switches. Because I know I've got another switch somewhere. I think it's in here. Switch 2. So I'm going to need to make this switch 3. I can name them. Green switch. Apply. Okay. Apply that. Let's go. Holy shit. Control switches. Switch 1. Let's name these real quick. Rest at in. Apply. And we'll call this boss battle 1. I don't remember exactly what these switches do, but okay. Oops. Cut that. So control switches, green switch is on. Apply that. Then we can go here, say if, edit this, if green switch is on, okay, control self switch A. So let's go test real quick. Okay. I still can't travel through. Shit. Okay. That's really unfortunate. So, first off, I want to show choices. Nope, we're going to show text. Flip the green switch. Okay. Show choices, yes or no. When yes, do this. Okay. So let's change this self switch to no image. Apply. And we'll see if that allows us to pass through. Okay, so here's the issue. Once the door's gone, it's gone forever. We need to fix that. We also would like that to happen Okay, hold on. Oh. We're gonna... Oops. Let me go over here. I'm just gonna cut that. I'm gonna say flip the green switch. Okay. Show choices, yep. When yes. We're going to control self switch A to off. We're going to control switches, green switch, apply to off. Okay. If green is trigger, auto run. Let's try this. I'm stuck. Auto run's definitely not the move. Trigger. Parallel. Hold on. What does parallel mean again? Let me know you. Okay, run cyclically while the event is present. Okay. Here we go. Here, would you like to flip the green switch? Yes. Boom. Now. Yes. Oh! Wait. Aha! Control switches. If green switch is off, control self switch A to off. No, hold on. Cut that. Cut this. We need a conditional branch. If switch, green switch, okay, is off. Control self timer there to off. Apply. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, so I've still got that running at action button. Parallel. We'll make it same as characters. Apply just so that we know everything is kosher. And that should run correctly. Let me off. Yes. Yes. Boom. Okay. Now here's what we have to do. We have to okay, we have to make this some sort of a puzzle, right? So, I'm thinking that if we sort of repeat this process, let's say the green switch opens this door and it opens this door. The red switch opens this door and closes this door. The blue switch opens this door and closes this door. Or some shit like that. So I'm gonna just straight up copy and paste that. Apply. And then let's get copy and paste. Now let's make sure these are all correct. Parallel. Okay. Now, this is where things get freaky. We need to here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to no, how do I copy event page, paste event page, and we're going to edit these. Flip the red switch. Okay. Wait, did we just make... Wait, what just happened? Copy that. Paste that. Oh, shit. Okay. Delete that. Delete that. Okay, let's not do this pasting thing. Let's just muscle through. Oops. Somewhere around there. Okay. Show choices, yes and no. When yes, control switches. Control switch 4. Call this red switch. Apply. Okay. Okay. Equals on. We're going to control self switch A equals on. Okay. We're going to go over here. We're going to say flip the red switch. Jesus. Okay. Show choices, yes and no. When yes, red switch, okay, is off. The self switch A is off. Okay. Let's see here. Let's do it one more time for the blue switch. What? Flip the blue switch? Question mark. Oh my god. Okay. And then show choices, yes or no. When yes, control switches. Switch 5, which we're going to call the blue switch. On. A is on. Apply there. I think I'll get it this time. Boom. Easy. Okay. We have all the switches switching. Now let's add to this door. Oh, it already has the green switch on and off. We're going to say conditional branch. Hold on, did we switch all these? All these images need to become none. Otherwise, they're going to cause issues. Did I get that for this one as well? No. None. Okay. Apply. For this one, we're going to say conditional branch if red switch is on. Control self switch A to on. Apply. If blue switch, oops, yep, blue switch is on. Nope, hold on. Cut. If blue switch is on. Oop, I forgot to make a conditional branch. Yes, if blue switch is on, turn that off. Apply. If, hold on. If blue switch is on, okay. Control self switch A is on. I'm just kind of messing around right now. If blue switch, okay, is off. No, hold on. I'm doing this all wrong. I'm confusing myself. If blue switch is off, control switch A to off. Apply. Okay, so this one, this door 3, is just going to open and close whether you hit the blue or the green. I think it might be fun to put the blue in here. This opens for green, closes for green. However, if you turn on red, it closes. Right? And then let's say this middle door, red is on, it's open, blue is on, it's closed. Time to run this. I don't think it's solvable. Big part of a puzzle has to be solvable. Let's see. Uh-oh. Okay, something crazy is happening there. Something crazy is happening there. Can I walk through that? No. So it's getting... So the red switch doesn't open anything. what's the issue here? If green is on, self switch A is on. So why did the red make it glitch out? If red is on and green is... Okay, so this one's glitching out because I can turn on the red. Yeah, so what it's doing is it's opening it with the green switch and instantly closing it with the red switch. If red switch is on, turn the green switch off. Okay. Then this is just wasted space. And I'll change the orders of these. Okay. Yes. Okay, this is still funky. Now, for some reason, this isn't opening the second door like I want it to. If red switch is on. Why? Why is that not working then? What if I hit this first? Okay, how is that different from the green switch? Green is on, green is on. Let's check up on the blue switch. Let's take the blue switch out of there and see what shenanigans we can get up to here. Don't love that. Flip the blue switch? Yes. Okay. Okay. Something's wrong with this door. Something's wrong with all of these doors, and it's starting to hurt my head. I think I might need to attack this with fresh eyes another time. My head is hurting. But I'm liking where we're at so far. I think it would be cool to put one of these switches in here. It's just going to be quite difficult to make this work. But I think we'll get to it. I think we'll figure it out. For now, thank you for watching. I think I'm gonna have to call it here, but I feel like we're on the verge of something great, and I'm just not gonna be able to figure it out right now because I'm so cooked mentally Probably because of that League game I played. But yeah, I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.